Legends. Oh man, urban legends, bro.
Urban legends, and my shit's already going off. That's great. Urban legends
That's a good
is
start. I should get my cat balls out, which sounded obscene, but I don't mean it like that.
urban legends. I mean, it's something we've all grown up with. But sorry, you got me on the cat balls, bro.
Need to pull out the cat balls.
That is not an urban legend. Oh.
Yeah, you look in the mirror and say cat balls 5 times. And you'll sneeze.
Shit, I might have an asthma attack.
Me too. Like that.
That's right.
It's dark.
A fight.
It's dark. All right. Well, let's say we hit the intro and get into this.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Cool.
Spirits with spirits.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special episode of Spirits of Spirits. It is Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th to everybody. We're going to be talking urban legends tonight. I am your ghost for host.
Scratch that. Reverse it. let's rewind that back. I
am your host for Ghost, John Watkins. Your host with the most, Mr. David Lowe over there. It's a good day, bro.
It's Friday the 13th, bro. Anything can happen tonight. It's gonna be. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a blast.
Oh man, dude, we got Friday the 13th tonight. We got the solar eclipse tomorrow.
Solar eclipse tomorrow, yeah.
I like that.
We've got meteor showers going on all this month, bro.
All this month, man.
Yep.
I missed the last one.
Me too.
I didn't get outside to take a look at it, but I'm looking forward to the one on the 22nd.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like 10 to 15 meteors an hour or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah. That'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, we had a comet go by at the beginning of the month.
Yep.
I mean, which is a weird one. That one was green. It was weird. Mm-hmm. Got a true blood moon coming up this month. I mean, this is a month, bro. And of course, you got Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crazy month. There's a lot of shit going on.
Elderly.
And the elderly.
There's a lot of elderly going on.
A lot of elderly going on. I'm feeling elderly.
I was gonna say. Maybe they're talking about us.
They're talking about us. I was playing hide and seek earlier in the house with the ghosts. interesting. Like he would say, "Come find me," and I say, "Okay," but it's kind of bullshit because I can't see you and you can see me. This
I
is a
want to
bullshit
jump.
game. And then something else would tell me where it was. So I'm like, haha, I found you. Happened like 5 times, bro. It was great.
Man, that's funny. Yeah, so I went and talked to the local pizza place in town. They've been wanting me to do a paranormal investigation there. And so that looks to be coming up relatively soon. So when I do have that scheduled, because it's basically just like, hey, come by when we're off.
Okay.
Okay. And take a couple hours and just do an investigation. Then they proceed to tell me, so there's a golf course right behind the pizza place, right?
You mean I can go investigate and play golf at the same time?
Well, the golf course has been closed for years. It's like totally overrun. It's completely blocked off.
Play haunted golf, bro.
Haunted golf, bro. So but anyway, apparently, the guy I'm talking to that's gonna let me into the pizza place, he's like, oh, by the way, the golf course right behind here, they used to perform seances and dark magic rituals on the golf course.
Interesting.
So that might be a twofer. I may do the investigation inside the pizza place and then go
In the
mobile
corner.
Oh yeah.
in the corner.
That was yours, bro.
That was mine. And then go mobile, go out to the golf course to where they were doing the rituals, because the caretaker out there would go and like sweep candles up and find pentagrams in the grass and shit like that. So
Having up pentagrams or pentacles, that's the difference. Are they having like Wiccan ceremonies out there type thing, or
there's a definite Wiccan presence.
Nobody understands.
This is the place when I first moved here that a few Wiccans came up to me and asked me what level I was.
yes, I remember you talking to me about that.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I have a little level 20 necromancer and D&D. But they're like, oh, you're a warlock, right? And I was like,
No.
And they go, well, there's power coming off of you. I can feel your aura. And I was like,
here.
I came here to do this show and talk to you.
Hidden.
And I need 3 more numbers to win the Powerball.
and they're hidden apparently. So urban legends, bro. I thought it was really interesting. So where do you draw the line? Because they were talking about, and we're going to talk about some of the urban legends that are out there. But then we're going to focus on 3 main ones. But for urban legends, they're talking about like Bigfoot as an urban legend.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't necessarily like that.
Right. So where do you draw the line? I mean, they believe so that basically the whole thing, an urban legend is a modern genre of folklore. So it often consists of fictional stories associated with the macabre, superstitions, ghosts, demons, cryptids, extraterrestrials, creepypasta, and other fear-generating narrative elements.
Yeah, that was weird. That Creepypasta is a website, so I found that a little weird.
But that with the whole thing of how Slender Man got started and how the Rake got started,
yes,
that's kind of interesting. But
listen to me.
Well, if you talk, I will listen. But so I'm wondering, because I'm like, no, I think I guess the line that I draw is in the belief. Like, if I believe this is an actual thing, then it goes from being an urban legend to actually being a flesh and blood cryptid, or like a real cryptid. Much like how we judge our cryptids when we review them, where like Bigfoot and the Rake and things like that, to where we were like, okay, that's a cryptid or that's a myth. I think they think that all these are myths. That means that they're urban legends.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I can understand where they're coming from, but I don't know. I thought the way I feel about urban legends is the stories behind them. For one, um,
Yeah.
the best urban legends have the best stories, right?
Right.
How they affect people. Um, well, let's just say I'll just go. I guess a fictional one. I guess some of these, maybe all of them were fictional. I don't know. Uh, but one based in a movie like Candyman, great story behind it.
Mhm.
You know, affects people. Th- uh, I would consider The Ring an urban legend. Uh, maybe I would consider the Grudge an urban legend, right?
To your right.
Again, that's you, bro.
That's me, bro.
So I mean, there's some
I don't
good ones.
get any ghost tube, nothing, until I'm online with you. I get nothing.
Oh, I wish that
And
was
then
that for me.
and then I get that connection on the line with you, and
Gotta say
Tombstone.
it. And then tombstones.
Tombstone.
There's
Hopefully
some,
the pizza because I'm hungry.
I don't when I think I think I separate cryptids from urban
Scratch.
legends though.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would too. I mean, because they're talking, you know, for example, the Bell Witch, which we talked about last week. They consider the Bell Witch an urban legend.
I think there could be a really good crossover with that one though.
Yeah.
Because of how
I
good the
think that
story is and stories that surround the Bell Witch, there can definitely be an urban legend type feel to it. But Bell
Over
Witch
here.
that are more paranormal in aspect with being maybe a cryptid than anything else. And I don't think I should necessarily call the Bell Witch a cryptid
no,
It's inside.
entity.
it's inside apparently. Unless we
What's
think
up?
that the Bell Witch is a skinwalker. Up,
What's
Rich?
okay? Yes. If the Bell Witch was a skinwalker, then yes, I would say
Then that's a cryptid.
yeah, yeah, that would be a cryptid.
If it's a raven mocker, I mean, I still think that's a myth,
Yeah,
except for the ravens that have been bothering me since.
I'm
But
telling you.
uh, stopping by to say hi while I watch Haunted Mansion. Oh,
I
bro.
liked the new Haunted Mansion, by the way. I thought it was great.
Um,
Jared.
Okay, you just heard that name, right?
yeah.
Pretty sure that's who I was playing hide and seek with today. Because that's the
Yeah.
5th time Jared's name has come through my ghost tube today.
Yeah.
And 4 times it happened while playing hide and seek.
Yeah. See now,
So
I always thought or felt that urban legends were more ritualistic, where if you do certain things, then you summon or draw the legend to you.
okay,
To
okay.
make
Another good example would be Candyman.
right, Candyman, or the 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 demon number.
Oh yeah, yeah. The demon number
Right.
9999999.
I'm not sure.
Right. So um so where was that thing?
What are you looking for?
The death number. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah,
called the death number. So
yeah.
so basically the urban legend with the death number is that if someone calls 999 after midnight, they will be able to request anything they wish, but at the cost of their death.
Does it say
So
when they die?
nope. It doesn't say when they die, but I think it's basically almost like the crossroads demon, where
Warning.
you go to the
So,
crossroads, you
oh, yeah.
bury a personal item, the crossroads demon shows up,
Camera.
sell your soul to become famous, and then in 10 years it comes back and it takes your life.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's an urban legend.
Or what about alligators in the sewers?
Yeah, alligators in the sewer. What about the getting kidnapped and having your kidney stolen?
That's fucking true.
I mean, that's also an urban legend. Like, you're gonna go to some country and it's gonna be like Hostel. They're gonna grab you and they're gonna take you apart and put you on TV. But they say that James Dean's death is an urban legend.
How is his death an urban legend? That's like saying Bruce Lee's death is an urban legend.
So
What is
so
this?
the urban legends were related to his car. So it states that any individual who took a part from James Dean's car after the accident later died in an accident on their own.
Ooh, sounds more like a curse. I guess that could be part of an urban legend.
Yeah. But yeah, also referred to as a curse. But yeah, that's one thing. And I mean, I drive right by where James Dean died every time I go to the coast.
I say he died not too far away from where you're at. Like where you like to go.
Yeah. Because I always
Watching you.
I always drive to the coast from Three Rivers, and there's this, Highway 41 or 46. When we go down there, we drive by. The tree is there. It does the thing, talks about it. There's like a huge thing.
I say
So
they actually have a sign up there about his death and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah,
Crazy.
and there's a restaurant in case you want to get a burger or something afterwards.
Oh, nice.
I've never been there, but apparently they have really good pastrami. But yeah, so that's why one of the things that I was wondering was, where's the line? Where do we go with, okay, is this an urban legend, or is it a cryptid, or is it a spirit, or is it a curse, or all these kind of interchangeable? A
I
very
think they can bleed into each other. I think that's a very possibility.
It does sound like there's overlap, right? So
I think there's some age that it has to age well. I think if you heard something that happened last week is not necessarily going to be an urban legend, but if that story continues to grow and 10-15 years down the road, people are still talking about it, can definitely become an urban legend.
Please
Especially if
listen.
it happens to multiple people, multiple reports the same way.
yeah.
Which, like on a couple of these that we're going to be talking about tonight, it does.
Yeah, because there's a couple of things that we're going to talk about. There's paranormal evidence that stuff happens when you do this, or when you observe the ritual, or in one case there's a ritual, in another case you have to go to a specific type of location.
Yeah.
And you'll run into this spirit or entity.
Is Halloween candy being laced with drugs an urban legend?
I mean, that's kind of actually true. That's happened.
True, right? Yeah, I wouldn't say
razor blades in the apple.
Are you a friend?
That was an issue, but it was also an urban legend to where they made it such a big deal. Like, so it was like I know that when I went trick-or-treating, if there was anything that was not in a candy wrapper, I was not allowed to have it.
Yeah.
And we kind of did the same thing with our kids,
right?
Because I'd get these popcorn balls from our neighbor, and my mom would not let me have that. because like we don't know what's in that popcorn ball. We don't know if it's poison. We don't know if there's a razor blade in it. And I'm like, but if it's wrapped in plastic and it has all kinds of preservatives, then I can eat it. And she goes, yeah. I'm like, okay. So
Clock.
so fine. I mean, so my absolute favorite song in the world is "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There's an urban legend based on that.
Really?
So it is allegedly about
Please go.
I'm not going, I live here. It is allegedly about a drowning incident in which someone who was close enough to save the victim did not help.
Charles.
Charles. I guess
That's
Charles was the one.
my grandfather.
And Phil Collins, who wrote the song, was too far away to help, but he just basically watched.
Wow.
So variations of the legend emerged over time, with the stories often culminating in Phil Collins singling out the guilty party while singing the song at a concert. So an urban legend basically states that he spotted the guy who could have saved the person that drowned, the reason why he wrote the song, and he did a concert and singled the guy out, saw him at the concert that he was performing at.
Wow. That's crazy.
So,
That's
but
crazy.
yeah, is it true? I don't know, but it's a cool story.
Who is she?
It was talking to me about "Please Go" because I pulled up and yeah, it was all about you, Caveman. They were like, "Oh shit,
All about you.
Caveman's here."
I know.
I know.
It is going off again. Stop it.
So then there's these, things like this, which are one-offs, where it's just kind of like a legend, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It almost feels like urban legends are not necessarily supposed to be real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean that's why they're called urban legends. There's no
Can you
there's
repeat? Apparently.
It feels like urban legends are not supposed to be real. Is that better?
Right.
It feels like they should be a myth, right? That's something to scare the kids. But what happens when they prove them to be real? Are they still considered an urban legend, or do they move into the next category into the paranormal realm? I think that's the question, right?
Right.
What
And
happens
then,
to an urban legend when it's no longer a legend?
yeah. Because we talk about, they talk about a cryptid as a creature that has not yet been proven to exist, right? Like,
Yes.
without a shadow of a doubt, because there are animals that were viewed as cryptids back in the day, turned out to be like real
Real
Where
life.
are you?
animals that were thought to be extinct at one point that they actually found again. And then likewise, we've talked about these with creepypasta, with the rake and with the Slender Man,
Yeah.
how they started to be myth, but the energy that was given to them through stories and belief have actually caused them to manifest in the real world as a cryptid or a spirit or an entity. And I think with two of the three that we're going to talk about, there's absolute truth to that.
Yes.
With evidence and things that 7, there's another number for you.
Oh, that was on your side though, huh?
That was on my side though, but which really it's on your side. They just came over to my end.
They just visit.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's so many things with urban legends that are interesting. Like there's an urban legend about Paul McCartney dying in 1966 and being replaced by a body double.
So there's quite a few body double things going out there right now.
Yeah. Well, like the fake death reports where they thought that, they said that Gabriel Iglesias was dead and John Cena was dead and things like that.
Yeah.
That sounds like an urban legend to me. If you're talking about it in its strictest sense,
Yeah. No,
turned out to be false. Once it was proven to be false, then it was no longer an urban legend. But when you say it and it hasn't been proven yet, one way or the other, then yeah, I think it becomes an urban legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's interesting.
What?
That's interesting. I just think this is a topic, and I mean, originally we were going to talk about karma,
Yeah.
but
Being Friday the 13th and all.
being Friday the 13th, we wanted to do something about luck because
Cursed.
Then the number, the number 13 being an unlucky number and things like that. Because I know in our first season we talked about superstitions,
Yes.
and again, I think that was a Friday the 13th where we did that show.
I think it was a Friday the 13th episode. Yeah.
Yeah. So, or it was our 13th episode or something like that. It was like there was a 13 involved.
Yeah.
But so
I just I don't know. Urban legends is don't get me wrong. Karma would have been a great subject matter too. Tonight.
it is, and I think we will, we'll table that for another
Special episode.
another special episode.
But urban legends, I don't know. There's just so much to discuss about these, right? You can really dig into these legends, right? And kind of pick them apart, whether you believable, not believable, or what you have them. Considering we couldn't come up with the scoring system, that might be the scoring system. Was it believable or not believable?
Yeah, I was thinking like believable or not believable, and that was kind of where I was going to go, almost like we're going to do with our trick or treat.
Yeah.
Episode.
And
I have a picture I want to show.
Okay.
And it's completely unrelated except for the fact that they think this is an urban legend. So,
okay.
So this picture was taken in Alabama in 1888.
Okay.
Okay. Take a look at that.
Holy shit. Dude, did you see that video I sent you?
Church.
I didn't get it. Oh no, I saw parts of it. Yeah, before we started. The one you sent me just before the show.
No, the one with the couple on the train with Bigfoot.
Yes.
Dude, was that not great?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that was cool. That was like some of the best Bigfoot footage I've seen.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
But
sorry. He showed a picture of Bigfoot and boop right in my head. That's a great picture.
But yeah, look how awesome this picture is.
That's a wise Bigfoot. He got a cane and everything, or he's pimping.
He's got a walking stick, and he's an old Bigfoot. But look, I mean, standing, I was gonna say shoulder to shoulder, but knee to shoulder with a human. I mean, look, this dude's gotta be 10, 12 feet tall. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, easily. So, well, let's just say that guy, my height, 5'8".
Yeah. So he's easily 11 feet tall.
I would say probably 11 foot, around 10 and a half, 11 feet tall.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's how I felt like standing next to Shaq. Oh.
Or me standing next to those wrestlers. But yeah, so I'm like, if this is real, and I mean, it looks like an old-timey picture.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff you can't really Photoshop. It looks valid to me. And they don't have any energy. Yeah. But I mean,
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yes. I'm looking at this going, holy crap, dude. That was such a strong image of Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's a
Joshua.
good one.
And mine just said Joshua, so we need to
Which
call
is
your cousin.
funny because I was just gonna say, like my cousin Josh would put Bigfoot in the urban legend category.
Yeah, he would put it in urban legend because he doesn't believe it.
Yeah. So I think that's the really big thing, right? With urban legends is, are they believable?
Yeah.
So
but
if it's
if
believable,
you
is it no
believe in
longer
it,
an urban legend?
yeah, if you believe that it's real, is it still an urban legend?
Yeah. Caveman says it looked like the dude had 4 legs. Really? Pull that picture back up. No, those are just 2 really big fucking legs.
You really big fucking legs and a stick and a walking stick. I just
And look at
maximize.
the calluses on his knees.
Look like calluses on his knees. Like his knees have like knee pads on them.
Yeah,
They're
like you know
so
how the dogs get them on their elbows from laying on
Yeah.
hard concrete and shit all day.
Yeah. But dude, I saw that and I was like, holy crap, bro. That's
a good
crazy.
picture. Good picture.
Yeah.
I don't know if
that
I
was-
can. I would not consider Bigfoot an urban legend. I consider
Soldier.
he's definitely, for me, he's in the cryptid category.
I think he's an absolute flesh and blood cryptid because I've had personal experience
Yeah.
with Bigfoot. Just like aliens, extraterrestrials, I absolutely believe in those. I think and they've admitted to it. The government's gone, "Oh yeah, we've had
Yeah.
visitors from other planets. We've had, I'm like, dude,
Oh, and you know the main reason why I sent you that video of the people on the train? We were
why is
just
that?
talking about how there's no Bigfoot sightings in
See.
Colorado. That is in Colorado.
That's Colorado, yeah.
That's in between Grand Junction and Durango on a train.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like, well, I gotta share this with Dave. I was completely wrong. There's Bigfoot in Colorado. Evidently, the mountain whale isn't over there.
So good.
But that mountain whale that we talked about, as a cryptid,
Yeah.
I would probably put that mountain whale in more the urban legend category.
Might be because all they talk about is that, people are disappearing and you see this streak of, you never see the actual cryptid itself.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting on when we dive into some of these other urban legends here, where we're gonna find ourselves sitting at.
Please leave.
What is this?
Stressed.
Gonna pull some more up here.
they consider Area 51 an urban legend.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too. And
Yeah.
I think I can understand that. Like, what are they really doing? Are there really aliens in Area 51, or is it just more of a secret lab where they do all these crazy tests for new space
Your
new
Did your
aircraft?
ghost tube whisper just a minute ago?
I said Deborah.
I think that might have been it. Because I literally heard a whisper in my headset when you were talking.
Yeah, that was it saying Deborah.
Okay.
What about Pop Rocks and soda? If you eat Pop Rocks and drink a soda, it'll kill you.
Yeah, your stomach will burst. That's a myth. That's an old wives' tale. It's like if
How
you're
do you
too close
feel?
to the TV, you'll go cross-eyed or you'll go blind. Much like if you masturbate, which I am living proof that it's probably true. But if the
What is your name?
Oh, I'm John. That's Dave.
that was it her name? Because that's Amanda.
Oh, Amanda. Huh?
Shovel.
Get a shovel.
Shovel. But yeah, so there's those things like, running with scissors. You're gonna stab yourself, or if you look at that was a bug, right?
Yes, I have
Okay.
one fly around me right now, and it's bugging the hell out of me.
No pun intended. But the the God, where was I going with that? You look at a TV too long,
Oh
you're,
yeah.
or if you hold your eyes crossed for too long, they'll stay that way,
Yeah. Yeah.
like that. I think those are just old wives' tales. Those are just like shit,
Yeah.
and in a lot of way, again, there's a little bit of overlap because these are things that we tell children to keep them from doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, don't stay out too late at night, or the boogeyman's gonna get you.
How do you feel about the vanishing hitchhiker? No, I'm not going to go away.
The vanishing hitchhiker. That is
So basically, involves a man who picks up a young hitchhiker, usually a female, on a deserted country road, drives her to her house. But when he turns to say goodbye, he finds that she is disappeared from the backseat of the car.
yeah.
Confused, man rings doorbell of the house, whereupon he learns that the girl has been dead for years, killed in a car accident on the very spot where he picked her up. And there's tons of variations of that story.
Right. I mean,
It
we've
it
talked about
dates
it at some of our locations.
yeah, it's dates so far back, that story, that it earlier versions actually take place on horseback and covered wagons.
Mhm.
That's how
I'm
I mean that's
inspired.
a pretty old urban legend.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
have talked about that in the paranormal aspect on some of our stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the one I remember the most is the one in Thailand with the tsunami
Yes. For Khao Lak.
for Khao.
And yeah.
So I is that an urban
Dead.
legend, or or would that be paranormal, or can it again? Can it be both?
And yeah, I think this is where your overlap comes in. Much like one of the things that we're going to talk about is the woman in white.
Great. That's That's a great one. I like the woman in white. The woman in white is probably one of the most prominent figures in the paranormal world, right?
Right.
Um,
So also called the white lady,
white lady, but that sounds
or the
weird.
lady in white. So yeah, but you see a lot of paranormal locations always talk about a woman in white
Yes.
walking the grounds or in the cemetery or on the road or something like that. And then basically with the lady in white, it's always associated with a local tragedy. So
Yeah.
something happens in the town,
Yeah. Tragic
and
love story or
yeah, one, but there's always variations to this. And
yes.
this is something I found with these urban legends, there's variations to the story
Oh, absolutely.
depending on where you're at. So with the lady in white, in some cases it's the woman was betrayed by her husband,
Yeah.
so she killed herself. And another one, she killed her children.
Yeah.
Um,
Rona feel to it.
yeah,
Uh, disfigured.
or they're disfigured.
Yeah. Uh, the what I found fascinating about the woman in white story is how prominent the lady in white is in the Philippines. That's like a huge ordeal over there.
Yeah,
I was like, "Whoa, I was not expecting that." Because I mean, we have plenty. We have plenty of lady in white type hauntings here in the United States. I didn't even think about looking outside of it, but it's a huge ordeal in all around the world. I mean, with
yeah,
castles and things of those natures, and in England and Ireland and Germany, and I mean, The lady in white
Heaven.
seems to proceed. It seems to be everywhere. Everywhere. That's a good photo, actually. I mean, it's. Is it a real photo? I don't know. It looked like someone was standing there. The blurriness bothers me.
Yeah.
That's a great drawing.
That's a great drawing. This is great artwork. But yeah, so this one is a real picture.
Rope.
But we have used the video of
We've
this
talked about that. Yeah. So, and this is
for
another for
Wendigo.
might have been Wendigo. I thought it was some kind of witch or something. But they're all
wasn't Lachuza, was it?
might have been Lechuza or Lyrona or
Because all I know is that woman chases that dude in his truck down the fucking road, bro. And she
Yeah,
didn't
hang on.
spend that.
So
It sounds like
Yeah,
he
it was
says Llorona there.
I think it's the La Llorona. I think that's where it came from. But La Llorona is the wailing woman, and she's always wearing white.
Yes.
So La Llorona, which is one of our top cryptids
Yeah.
that we've talked about,
Yeah.
is technically a lady in white.
Yes, and we actually talked. You actually made that statement when we talked about her.
Yeah.
The only problem is there can't be more than one Llorona, right?
Oh, I think there could be, but I think there are many
Based off
different
the
kinds.
legend.
Off the legend, I think La Llorona, the wailing woman, is a certain type of lady in white. But I think it's kind of like I think La Llorona is the thumb to the lady in white being
Okay.
finger. Okay, so there's only one thumb, but there's a whole bunch of fingers.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think there are a whole bunch of lady in whites, but there's only one La Llorona.
Basement.
Do you put the banshee in with the lady in white?
Again, now we're getting into Ireland legend. I think these are all variations of the lady in white, much like we talk about variations of Bigfoot being the Yeti,
Yes.
the skunk ape, Sasquatch, things like that, to where they're all cousins,
Yes.
variations of or incarnations of. And I think depending on the situation with the lady in white, or how the lady in white came to be, is what type of lady in white it is. I mean, much
Okay.
like I'm gonna go on another tangent here and talk
Okay.
about top.
Not
Hat,
likely.
I would not likely. And the top hat is
Not
not a
likely.
lady in white. Let me tell you that.
Oh no, Top Hat is not a lady in white, but I think
Is he a
I think they're-
variation of the Hat Man?
yes.
I see where you're going with that.
Because the Hat Man is another urban legend.
Yes. Yeah. And Ghost Tube said it is possible. I don't, because I've seen a lot of things on the Hat Man. A lot of documentaries. I watched a lot of videos on the Hat Man. Why? Because, well, I want to find out if that's what I'm dealing with, right?
I want to come.
I think my big problem with the Hat Man, the big difference between the Hat Man and Top Hat, and again, folks, that's probably not his real name. It's just what I call him. Is one, there's very few depictions of the Hat Man with a top hat. Let's stop. Let's
Please
start.
go.
Very
Now-
few depictions of the Hat Man wearing a top hat.
Yeah, it's
The other-
usually like a wide brim.
Yes. basically Jeepers Creepers hat.
Yeah.
The other
But no,
big thing is you never see what the Hat Man looks like.
Madison.
The Hat Man is complete shadow.
yeah.
Top Hat is not a shadow figure. He might live in the shadows,
Mhm.
but I would not consider him a shadow figure. I've seen that motherfucker's full on face and hands and
Yeah. No, me
Are
too.
you a friend?
Um, but then there's but remember, I've shown you other pictures, and there's other people at paranormal locations talking about a figure in a top hat.
yes. Yes, you
So
have. And I've also seen a drawing of Top Hat. That's the only drawing I've ever seen. I'm like, holy shit, that could very well be him.
mhm.
And this drawing was from the 1800s. That could have been him. And the way it was drawn could be in horror graphic art. I was like, wow, wow. Because I don't know. Top Hat he's different.
Yeah.
I,
No,
I
he's absolutely different, and uh, I'm glad you illustrated that the way you did. But like I said, is the Hat Man in some way related to Top
let's see.
Hat? I don't think so, but there's definitely something
I I feel like there
there's
could
something
be
about
like
the hat.
an offshoot,
Yeah, maybe
like
yeah, maybe a
I
spin on
feel
it,
I
kind of
feel like I have the full on demon, and then you
What do
got
you want?
some other things that are kind of I don't necessarily know if I should call him a demon, but I have
yeah.
the full on thing, and there's some offshoots of him, like because I don't know how old he is.
Ooh, what's
What
up,
up,
Spicy?
bro? Got ice cold Kona Brew Hanale IPA. Ooh, yum.
I got the Asahi Dry
I'm
Japanese action.
I'm starting. So I bought a 12 pack of
Oh,
hard Mountain Dews, and
Go
they're
away.
generous to save me one. So I'm finally trying it. These could be really,
really dangerous.
yeah. Wow. Like, ooh, yummy. They kind of have that little bit of that not sugar aftertaste, like
Yeah,
artificial,
yeah,
but not bad, not bad. But they don't taste like Diet Mountain Dew, but it's kind of like that in
Robert.
between of Diet Mountain Dew and regular Mountain Dew.
right.
Pretty good. And then I'm go back to the Jack and Cokes after
Yeah,
that. Uh,
but so that like I said, we talked about getting back to the Lady in White. The Lady in White has different legends in different areas, right? Because we were talking about the Banshee and things like that. They have a legend in Brazil about the Lady in White that is said to be the ghost of a young woman who died of childbirth.
okay, gotta give him sounds
Rest.
like the
It
perfect
does sound
story for
yeah.
creating the Lady in White.
Yeah. So according to the legend, she appears as a pale woman in a long white dress or sleeping gown. Usually speechless, she will occasionally recount her misfortunes.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, there's another thing. The ghost is related to the violent death of a young white woman who was murdered by their father or husband
Mm.
in what's called an honor killing.
Wow.
And that is the murder of an individual, either an outsider or member of the family, by someone seeking to protect what they see as a dignity and honor to themselves or their family. So, like for example, having a child out of wedlock,
Yes.
or having an affair and having a baby from it.
Yeah.
those can be viewed as disgraceful on the family.
Yeah.
So the father or husband can take it upon themselves to kill the wife or
Yeah.
daughter.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. Still happens today, unfortunately.
still happens today. Um, in Canada, it's said to be the spirit of a young Canadian woman whose soon-to-be husband was killed while fighting against the British.
Yes, I liked this one.
This was interesting, right?
Yeah.
So the young couple used to meet near the top of the falls. Accordingly, the grieving woman is said to have chosen the site to end her life by throwing herself into the raging waters while wearing the wedding dress that she had recently ordered to be made.
Yes.
So, and apparently there's a smaller waterfall exists now where that location is, and there's supposed to be a lady in white that's there, jumps off. Now that could be residual,
Could be
but
residual.
there's, but also they'll see a woman in a white dress on the road looking for a ride.
Yeah.
And they'll give her a ride. She'll get in the back seat and she'll
Now we got
ask him, she'll
two
say,
things coming together here.
Am I pretty?
Am I pretty?
Am I pretty? And oh yeah, I think you're pretty. And then I just saw that bug fly across again.
It's one fly in here too. It's
Yeah. She's like, am I pretty? And then he'll look in the rearview mirror and she's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's legends in Czech Republic, Estonia, Germany, Hungary, Ireland,
Yeah.
which is a story of the white lady as the ghost of a young woman that died on her wedding night. Her death was a suicide, which followed the death of her husband at the hand of her father. So usually they find the female dubbed the woman in the white dress in an abandoned house next to the White River in Dunleer. So again, this is a specific location where they find the woman in white.
Got my demon dog.
Is there a dog? I see like a tail wagging or something.
I got
In
my
the
demon
corner.
dog
In the corner.
in
Get in the corner again. But yeah, so basically the couple was about to be married. The father kills the soon-to-be husband, and then the bride commits suicide. And that's how the lady in white comes about.
It's coming.
Huh?
It's coming. What?
There was a different other way.
What do you want? Get. All right. I'll take you out. Give me a second.
Suicide, which followed the death of her husband. Okay. You dare question me? Okay. I kind of figured.
Sorry. My dogs are attacking me because they want to go outside.
It's time to go pee-pee.
Yes. But give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go outside. Let's go.
Come on, let's go pee. So you guys that are joining us on the live stream, thank you so much. But if you're on us with us live, any predatory urban legends that you guys are familiar with, is there anything that you guys want to talk about? We'll be happy to talk about those as well.
Yeah, let me know what your favorite urban legend is. That's what, because I know which one my favorite one is.
Mine too.
Is it one that we're talking about tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Are we talking about it right now?
No.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I don't know. The lady in white. The lady in white is depicted over and over again in many different regions and depictions,
culture,
right?
Yeah,
Culture,
the Philippines. Yeah, like you said, the Philippines is huge with this.
huge. It's like in the Philippines, that's like one of the most prominent I don't
Yeah,
even
it's
want to
the
say
biggest
urban legends, but
it's the biggest
paranormal
ghost
activity
story.
that happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just it's crazy over there. I wasn't even, because I think like I said, there's so many that goes on here. You have the story of the man that got in the car wreck with his wife, and then he went out. He walked away from the car, but
Oh,
when he came back, she was gone. But yet, she still haunts the area. Uh, Things like that are. I mean, that's all throughout the United States.
Mhm.
I don't know. My dogs are outside howling at the moon now. Uh,
It's Friday the 13th, bro. In Thailand, that was one, Thailand was like one of our favorite countries that we talked about.
yeah.
And there's a story of teenagers going to a deserted house in a suburb of Bangkok to look for ghosts and afterwards died from accidents.
Oh.
In each case, witnesses claim that they saw a mysterious long-haired woman in a white dress.
Oh. I think we talked a little bit about that, but we didn't talk about that location.
No,
Uh,
this
we
is strange.
it is strange.
because what did we say? We were gonna talk about that. It came up on our list when we were doing our pregame, right?
Yes.
And because it was a road that's haunted, we chose not to talk about it.
Yeah, it was a road.
Yeah.
And this is one where, okay, woman, looking for a ride, they pick her up.
Invisible.
And then
Yeah,
poof, she's
invisible.
invisible.
Invisible. But yeah, the one in the Philippines is like that too, to where it's the legend is said to be the ghost of a long-haired woman in a white dress who, according to legend, died in a car accident while driving along Baelate Drive. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Most stories about her were told by taxi drivers doing the graveyard shift that would pick her up.
Yeah.
And the woman's face was full of blood and bruises.
Yeah. Where they literally run out like
And they
a couple
would leave the taxi cab. They would just
couple
abandon
just
the cab.
booked it. They're like, nope,
They
I'm
just,
out of here.
nope, we're talking to more, and they would be out.
Yeah. Nope.
I like this, and I've been liking this urban legend or the whole stories behind this more and more as we did the research on it. Um, you know, in Fremont, California, there's 2 legends of the White Lady.
Drip.
One is, if you take a trip, one is known as the White Witch, and the other is simply known as the Prom Dress Girl.
Oh.
So the White Witch story is about a woman named Lowry. She was one of the first people in the area killed in a horse carriage accident in the early 20th century, right?
Okay.
People claim to have seen her in a cemetery in the area with strange lights. Local legend says you can see her walking the ridge between the Niles Hollywood sign and the canyon.
It's impossible.
I guess it's impossible. The Prom Dress Girl story is about a high school girl who gets in a car accident on February 26th, somewhere in the late 20th century. Sightings of her claim she wears a white prom dress and tries to hitch her ride from passing vehicles on Route 84.
Isn't there a woman in white in Mulholland Falls too?
Probably.
Hang.
I'm
Mulholland
not.
Drive?
I don't have that in my notes, but Virginia, Connecticut, 2 in Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Yermo, California, and then Fremont. Just there's a whole
Okay.
Dallas,
So
Texas. There's a whole bunch of these stories. White
so
lady whose lover was drowned in 1815. Pretty cool. Oh, the Union Cemetery one.
oh yeah.
That's the one in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Where they've been seeing the lady in white since the 1940s.
Idiot.
Right? Sounds kind of stupid.
Am I a ghost?
Yes.
Yes.
So with all these depictions of the lady in white, it's safe to say that they are not all the same person. I would
Exactly. This is not one entity. I think
So
like
would you
Llorona is an
qualify this as an urban legend?
I think the urban legend, I think, is how the entity is, I don't want to say
Comes
created, but how it comes about. The
tragedy of it.
Yeah. So almost like if these certain checks are done, so this ritual happens in this order,
The
like the
criteria
person
is met.
yeah, this criteria is met. That's a great way to put it. If the following criteria is met, then this female spirit becomes a lady in white
And it seems as
Daughter.
or a daughter.
it seems as there needs to be an innocence about this person as well.
Yes, at least at first, and then the suicide or whatever happens, it tarnishes all that.
Yeah. Oh.
So I've got some more videos to show.
Oh, he's got more videos, folks.
I've got more videos for this. So check this out. This might be a little hard to see, but I did put a little arrow on it. So check this out.
So I'm not sure who was smoking that cigarette. You need to run right now. Run, 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 run.
I love the
Yeah,
right
you
behind him. He's
and
all,
then,
"What the
then you
hell?"
can just kind of see this white figure kind of moving toward the woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you need to go. You need to go."
Yeah, innocent. I saw that video. Actually, I watched a lot more. There's like there's a good chunk of the video there. But there's also a part where he's panning in the forest and you see it. You see
Yeah.
a woman in white. And you could tell like it takes him a minute for his brain to realize, was that someone standing there?
Was there someone
And
standing there? Yeah.
he hands back. He's like, and there's nothing there. And then he starts looking around. He's like, what the? But he doesn't say nothing
Yeah.
because he sees it, but he doesn't see it. Right. So he's panning with it and he's got his flashlight and he's all whoop. And he's like, wait a minute. And he comes back and then there's nothing there. So he doesn't say nothing about it.
Yeah.
But when you see it at the beginning, it's
Wow.
bright as day. I mean, there's someone standing right there by a palm tree.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, that's good. And then, of course, that thing follows them
Yeah.
like almost back to their car.
Yeah. Because the woman falls down. He goes back and grabs her and he's like, "Come on, you gotta go." She goes, "You gotta help me. I can't move." And they're like running back to the car, and you can still see that figure coming after him.
Yeah, he booked it.
Yeah. He booked it. I just have to be faster than you.
I just have to be faster than you. Oh, thank you. Like,
like from my son. So I've got a couple more videos to show.
Okay, all right. I love videos, Dave.
Me too, bro. Check this one out. So he's driving his motorcycle down, and then all of a sudden, blam! There's a figure standing in the road.
Why'd he stop?
Right? I would have been like, and then I showed you.
It sounds like he's like, oh no, it's the Rona.
It's the Rona. Okay, so check this one out. So this one is taken at Union Cemetery filmed by Ed Warren.
Oh, Dave might have pulled out a rabbit out of his ass here.
Now, so it's done with VHS. There's no night vision or anything like that, so it's really hard to see. But you can make out the figure in white moving from left to right
I
in the
want to
back of the
stay.
shot. You can stay as long as you want.
As long as you're
At John's place.
good. Not as long as you want, as long as you're good. I just smudged this
As long
house.
as you're
God
good.
damn it.
You're chasing around that one dude, chasing around Jared all day. All right, so check this video out. Boxing in up here. Ooh. It.
Hey, stop. Only for you.
Oh. That's a good one.
Not bad. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed Warren, for doing that.
Still
But yeah, he was very
in the grave.
I'm not gonna say fond, but he did a lot of research on the Lady in White and did a lot of stuff with that on his own without Lorraine. He was kind of working on that on his own.
Well,
One of
it
his
kind
own.
of makes sense. I mean, with how prominent the Lady in White is, how many stories there are, I can definitely see him deciding to go take a deep dive in that. That's kind of
I
the
wanna talk.
curiosity of Ed Warren, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you can talk. I'm not stopping you. Wait, we're
All right.
talking about the Lady in White. You got something on the subject?
Lady in White. Yeah, if you got something on the topic, otherwise I've got one more video to show.
All right, one more video. Okay.
One more video, and this one I zoomed in on a little bit.
I want you to go.
I'm not going anywhere. So
Why are you here?
because I live here.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
I want you to leave. Why are you even here?
Why are you here? I want you to go, bitch. All right, so check this one out.
Okay, no
Watching
audio
the
on
back
this
there.
one. All right.
See it?
Yeah.
So
What is it? Okay, yeah, there is hair there.
yeah.
What is this?
That's the Lady in White.
That's the Lady in White. And it's in a foreign language. I don't know where they're at. I didn't recognize the language, but it was like it was in the swing set, and then it kind of got up and then just started to walk and then
Burnt.
sped up like right at the last second. Ooh, mine just said burnt. It's interesting.
It's a weird one.
Very weird. Anyway, yeah, that's what I got on the Lady in White. But there's so much more. There's like
There's tons and tons
all
of stuff.
sorts of Lady in White footage.
Yeah.
So
I think it can be confused with other things.
yes.
I think the Lady in White is not necessarily some of the stuff that we see is the Lady in White. Some of them are depicted as other things, or could be other things depicted as the Lady in
Positive.
White. See, positive.
Positive.
So I think there can be confusion on what you're looking at, like the one that we saw chasing the truck. Could that be Lady in White? Yes. Could that be La Llorona? More than likely. La Chuza, possibly. There's a couple things that could be. It's definitely, it looked like an evil witch trying to kill someone.
Yeah.
So, all right, all the stories and everything about the Lady in White throughout the world.
Give it back.
I didn't take it.
Is the Lady in White an urban legend or more than the urban legend?
I think it's absolutely more than the urban legend.
Okay, I didn't see a fly. Something shot across my screen. More than the urban legend. So you think the Lady in White supersedes the urban legend myth?
Yes.
I have to agree with you. I have to
Yeah,
agree.
I believe this is absolutely a paranormal entity, and I like the fact that I think the urban legend of how the Lady in White comes to be is I think that's essential to the actual Lady in White spirit, the
Yeah,
entity.
yeah,
So yeah, I think it has to
yeah.
either, commit suicide or be killed by her father or, whatever based on the location, whatever the legend is based on the area that it comes from.
And I think there has to be some innocence along with that, right?
Yeah.
It really feels like they're with they when they talk about the Lady in White, while they're alive, they're a very innocent creature. They're a very innocent person. You
Yeah.
know, they weren't evil in any way, or maybe they were, maybe they're conceited or whatever.
It was business usual. Yeah, either they made a mistake or they were so saddened by the death of their husband that they committed suicide or something happened. But yeah, I think there has to be, and that goes with the whole white thing, where there has to be some level of innocence involved,
Which
and then
carries
something happens that takes them to some sort of violent death. Because I'm sorry, if there's a lady in white spirit, it doesn't die by natural causes. Something happens.
no, it's a tragedy. It
Yeah,
really feels like they have to die in some sort of tragic way
yeah,
or tragic reason.
yeah,
I'm lost.
And it seems like it has to do with a lot of heartbreak.
yes.
I think that's another criteria for the Lady in
Above.
White or Wailing Woman or
Which now I'm looking at La Llorona again, and I'm thinking there's definite similarities there.
oh yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, you made that very you made a pretty good statement when we talked about her about possibly being a Lady in White. Um and I think you could be nail on the head there.
Yeah,
It
because I mean,
was
if you look at the legend of La Llorona, again, it's a specific thing.
the
A vengeful
problem
ghost
with
of
that
Rome.
is La Llorona is vengeful.
Yeah, and there are accounts of this spirit being vengeful.
Yes. Yeah. That's true too. So yeah. Yeah. You know, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. I like the Lady in White. I like that she's
I
seen
like,
everywhere.
yeah,
I mean, we know it's not the same person, but it also makes you understand
It's not
when
easy.
you go to these paranormal or you watch these paranormal shows and they're doing these
This
investigations,
is my place.
why there's usually a
my place.
story. Wow, it said it on your side, not my side.
Yeah, on
Yay.
my side, this is my place.
It really makes you understand why there's a Lady in White there
Yeah,
because of the tragedy, because of the innocence of what who she was as a person. Uh, it's in the
that's
tragic way that they passed.
I'm your ghost with the host.
I'm the ghost with the host, eh? No, that's Jared. Jared's the ghost with the host.
Jared's the ghost with the host.
uh,
I'm the most with the host. But yeah, I like the Lady in White. That was really fun research.
Rope.
rope. I don't have no rope.
I got rope a couple times too.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
So yeah, more than just the urban legend, I think. More than just the urban legend.
Yeah.
So I think we saved the best for last. And I
Well,
know this is one that we discussed maybe not doing or not
yes,
talking about. And the
yes.
big I think we should have the
I'm
discussion
not sure.
about this urban legend. Well, how far we go into it, who knows? But I agree with you.
What do you mean?
The lack of for just for lack of a better word, evidence,
The lack of
the lack of anything but a story.
no corroboration with it. It's like
But this was probably one of the best ghost stories to tell when you were a kid, though, right?
yeah. Well, this was one of those campfire things
Yeah,
where
right. And there's so many different versions of this.
yeah,
And we're talking about the hook man,
yeah,
about the man with the claw hook. He coming to get you.
yeah,
You can hear it scratching and scratching and scratching. Uh, I like that picture.
yeah. It's cool, right?
Um, but this is a very prominent urban legend, though, right? Like this is
Yeah. This is a this yeah. This is a
probably
very
one of the
popular.
yeah. I mean, I think everybody at the age of I'd say 6 to 10,
Yeah,
when they're between 6 and 10, has probably heard some version
yeah,
of the hook man being told by their asshole older brother.
yep. Or you go on a Boy Scout camp
Leave me alone.
and the scoutmaster tells the story or something like that. But this is usually told to you by
This is definitely
someone.
a campfire
Yeah, this is a campfire ghost story, is what
ghost
this is.
story. This is the
Yeah,
flashlight underneath the chin.
yeah,
But I always loved the stories, which is kind of why when we were talking about doing urban legends, we talked about the Hookman because we both know the story and how it gets and how it gets closer and closer. How it gets closer and closer.
I want to turn off the light.
Gets closer and closer and closer and
Oh,
closer. And then when they drive away, they get home, they find the man's hook in the car. I mean,
wow, that looks crazy.
like half your face is gone. Why you got horns, bro?
Right? I'm like, how did they do that with the horns? It looks like I got horns.
Your fucking glasses.
My glasses are doing that.
Now you look like an Avenger.
I look like dun, 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 dun.
Run.
Wait.
He's
So
Daredevil. And coming out of this corner, Rey Mysterio.
and in this corner.
Oh, but the Hookman is I
Oh,
don't we don't have to go a lot into it because again, it's
it's a fun story, but
fun s-
there's no I couldn't find any evidence on this. I couldn't
I
find
I couldn't
this
either.
is just something to scare the shit out of your kids
This
or
is
scare the
this is the what the haunted? Do you think so?
yeah.
This is the 9999999 thing.
Yeah. Or the elevator game. So the elevator
Watched
game is
that
something.
movie just recently. I loved it. I like the movie.
Okay. I thought the movie was terrible, but I like the premise of it. I like the whole concept.
Bad
But
acting. I thought the
Okay.
bad
monster was
acting. Oh,
good.
it was, but I don't mind some low budget horror. Those don't bother me too much, but yeah, so the elevator game is basically it started in 2008. So this is a pretty recent urban legend.
Yes.
And the elevator game is you go into an elevator, you go to floor number 2, and then 4, then 10, then to
No.
5, you close your eyes,
No. 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 No.
and then
4,
you go to
2,
4
6,
2
2,
4 4 2
10,
6.
Yep, 426210.
426
Close your eyes as it goes down to
There's 5.
5, and then don't open them
Restless.
Don't open them.
until the
And
doors
then
close,
yeah,
and then
and
you
then you
go to
go
1.
1, and it's supposed to take you to 10.
Yes, when you hit the 1, it should take you to 10 to where it takes you into the spirit world. I did
So if
like
you
the movie. I liked it. It wasn't like, oh, this is a freaking 5-star movie. No, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought I thought it was good. And honestly, the monster was great. The monster was great, bro. Friend's giving herself an orgasm. The monster.
Oh,
The,
but
the monster was good in the movie. Like, yeah, it was a low budget horror film. 242777. I remember that episode.
I see you.
I see you too. But
But
anyway,
great,
so
great job with the monster in that movie, and that to me makes the movie enjoyable for me.
yeah. So just like with the Lady in White, there are a few different stories regarding the Hook Man.
Yes.
And one involves a couple getting it on in a car
Yeah.
with the radio going, and then there's a news bulletin that says a serial killer with a hook just escaped from an institution,
Yeah.
and they decide to leave quickly, but when they get home they find the killer's hook hanging from the door handle of the car,
Yeah.
right, or embedded into the door.
Embedded in the
Um,
door. Yeah.
Another one has the boyfriend leaving the car, and then
Why are you here?
and the girlfriend hears dragging sounds on top of the car.
Yep.
She gets out to find her boyfriend hanging from a tree, and his fingers dragging on the top of the
On
car.
top of the car. Yep. Oh yeah. There's a lot of good
So
stories.
there's a lot of good
from the
stories. A
film.
lot of this is basically do not have premarital sex.
Yeah.
Is what they're trying to tell you. This
That,
is
that really was, I think, the underlying message for the Hook Man. It's
Yeah.
to scare people not to be driving onto the back roads and having sex.
yeah. I did like, there's one that accounts the young couple are heading back from a date when the car breaks down, and the man decides to head off on foot to find someone for help while the woman stays behind in the car. She falls asleep while waiting, wakes up to see a hideous person looking at her through the window, but the car is locked. To the woman's horror, the person raises both of his arms, one with the hook and one with not, to reveal the severed head of the
And
dude
yeah.
and the car keys on the hook. And I think that's probably one of
Cool.
my favorites because and I'm a fool for thinking that, I guess. But oh yeah, Bigfoot. So
Think that goes to.
but this is one I believe is complete myth. There's
Yeah.
What year is it?
2023. 100% agree with
almost
you.
over.
I know.
Can't believe that.
100% agree with you. The Hook Man is a complete urban legend.
Yeah, this is an urban there's no proof one way or another. I'm sure there are people out there that believe in the Hookman legend, but I believe that's exactly what this is. I think this is just a legend.
Yes.
Healthy.
And a healthy one. It's a
It's
healthy,
a healthy legend.
Oh, Dave's got the movie Urban Legends. Oh, I know what you did last summer. Yes. That is
That's
Yes.
what it is. It's a fucking movie. So
And then you, of course, you got the movie Urban Legends.
Let me show you.
yes, I have
Also,
Urban Legends.
I believe it depicts the Hookman in that one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Urban Legend, 100%. This is to keep kids from having
Nice.
premarital sex.
This is a method they use to try to get you to keep it in your pants.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No. No. That's what Friday the 13th was all about. Don't
Yeah.
have premarital sex, but that
Yeah.
didn't work. Don't do drugs, that didn't work.
No, they got done watching the movie at the movie theater. What'd they do? They went and got some fucking drugs, did them, and had sex.
And had sex.
Oh, they just made sure they didn't go to a cabin by the lake.
Exactly. No cabin by the lake.
Yeah, 100% Urban Legend. I still want to see what other people's favorite Urban Legends are, but
yeah. But nobody's talking, but that's
Nope.
okay.
That's fine. So the best, I think the best one though is Bloody Mary. And I know I talked about Candyman, which is basically a version of Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
But this is probably my favorite.
What is this?
My favorite one. This is a paranormal review podcast.
Yep.
Have we met?
That was your side, bro.
I don't know. So Bloody Mary is the legend of a ghost or spirit conjured to reveal the future.
So do you think this is probably the most famous urban legend that there is?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think this is the most ceremonial thing done when it comes to urban legends to date?
This is definitely a solid ritualistic thing.
Yes.
Where you have to do things, and I think the Lady in White is too, but this is something, okay, you are said to do things a certain way in order to conjure Bloody Mary. Now there are a few different things where
What?
they think Bloody Mary is based on.
Yeah.
So
Well, I gotta let these dogs in real quick before we get into this.
okay.
Hold on. All right, sorry. So go ahead.
So anyway, so they're talking about Bloody Mary being based on an actual person, right? So one of the legends has it that Bloody Mary is based on Queen Mary the First
Yes.
of England, right?
Yep.
Where she had 300 Protestant deserters burned at the stake.
Yes.
And earned the nickname Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is said that Bloody Mary is actually Elizabeth Bathory, who we talked about with Ketch's Castle.
Yes.
17th century Hungarian countess who allegedly tortured and killed over 600 women.
She was mean, man.
Bathed in their blood and was accused of being a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
The third one is Mary Worth, who was identified as either a woman who killed slaves escaping the American South, or a woman who was burned at the stake during the witch trials.
Witch trials, yep.
So this is an interesting one because this Bloody Mary is a specific entity
Yes.
that is said to come out.
Yeah, it's weird because like this started like the ritual for Bloody Mary it wasn't necessarily called Bloody Mary at the time, but you would light a candle, in a dark house, and you'd hold a mirror at the same time, and you would literally walk up backwards up a flight of stairs.
Yep.
Without you wouldn't say names, you wouldn't say Bloody Mary or anything like that, but what would happen is you would get the picture of the face of the person that you were going to end up marrying.
Right.
Or sometimes it turned out you would see a picture of a skull or even the Grim Reaper, which would basically signify that you would die before you were wed.
Yes.
And I was like, ooh. And then what? In the 1950s
Rope.
or something like that, the Bloody Mary thing came about.
Yeah.
So I mean, this legend goes a long way, and it evolved into something. But but this is what I still like about Bloody Mary. It's still not always bad.
No, it's not.
Still not always bad.
No, sometimes
The stories
it's
you
bad.
hear are the bad ones, but there are good stories of people seeing Bloody Mary. A fortune teller.
Yeah. They've sometimes seen a corpse, a witch, a ghost,
Yep.
a demon,
Yep.
and sometimes seen covered in blood.
Yep. Which is why they get the name Bloody Mary.
Yeah. So, and the legend surrounding the ritual states that participants endure, anything from being screamed at, cursed,
It's inside.
strangling them, stealing their soul, drinking their blood, or scratching their eyes out.
Even decapitation.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Nobody understands.
Yeah.
Nobody
off with their head.
Off with their head. So this is one that's really interesting because because you talked about the divination ritual in the beginning.
Yes.
And yeah, so and I learned a new word, which was captromancy.
Oh, yes, I learned that word today too.
I was like, captromancy? What is captromancy? Is the divination using a mirror. So this is like scrying in a mirror or things like that. There's actually a word for that. It's captromancy. And I was like, dude, I love that word. I'm totally using that.
Is it no, it's CATO.
Catoptromancy, but it's also captromancy or enoptromancy. So there's a couple different words, but captromancy is what is
the easiest one to say.
Over here.
After all the Cherokee I've spoken in the last couple weeks, I'm gonna go with the easiest one.
Okay, yours just said it's inside, and now it just came over here and said it's inside.
And then mine said it's inside and then over here.
And then mine said after nobody understands, it's inside.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
yeah,
I actually had the thought, and I kind of abandoned the thought after I did the research on this. I was going to try to summon Bloody Mary tonight.
I thought about doing it myself. Like I said, I even thought about doing the 9999999.
Yeah,
thing.
but we'd have to do it after 11 o'clock my time.
Yeah.
So after midnight your time and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be on that long.
I don't think we're gonna be on that long. We're not.
We are
We're not.
long-winded,
Yes, we have gone that long in the
but
past.
yes, we have.
I think our record is like 6.5 hours or something
Yeah.
like that.
That was a long show.
That was a really long show. We got so drunk.
Oh, no, we're not stopping.
We're not stopping.
So with Bloody Mary,
Yeah, Bloody Mary. So they're like, okay, look in the mirror, do not lose focus, and say her name 3 times, sometimes 13
up
times.
to 13, yeah.
Yeah. So they have both other rituals say that you have to spin around,
Yeah. Turn the water
and
on.
turn the water on.
Flush the toilet.
Uh,
I thought that was weird.
that's a weird one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, okay.
I mean, it's creating moving water, kind of like turning on the water.
Yeah,
I get
creating
it.
moving water, which is supposedly
Generates energy.
generates generates energy, spirit energy. So, but there's and I'm gonna play an audio thing for you. Now this is someone who basically they were on lockdown, paranormal investigation duo.
I want to talk.
Talk all you want. They were on lockdown because of COVID.
Okay.
So they started doing these urban legends, and one of the things they did was Bloody Mary.
Karma.
And they used the Ghost Tube app
Really?
with Bloody Mary. So check this out. Listen to this.
All right.
Can you give us some kind of sign that you're real? Are you really here?
Possessed. Maybe.
Jesus, that's good.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. So the inventors of the Ghost Tube app. So
Yeah. That was like, that's
so
it.
they were sitting there doing this, and it was like, well, they, she summoned Bloody Mary, and one of the 4 candles started like flaring up and flickering really a lot.
Ooh.
Right. And it was the one closest to the mirror.
Oh.
And then they got that to where it was like, are you here? And it says possessed, maybe.
Possessed, maybe.
And it was like, oh crap. So, but it goes on. It was actually really interesting.
Now, did you play Bloody Mary? And I don't know if I should say play.
That's what they
As
call
a
it.
kid.
No, I've never played Bloody Mary.
I never have either. That's something I've never thought about doing.
You.
But you
Yeah, no.
understand, when I'm learning about Bloody Mary, I already got fucking Top Hat ripping me off my bed. I didn't need more shit.
That's the thing. I got my own shit to deal with. I don't need to bring another one. I don't need to bring another one in my house.
No, I did not need that. Now,
35.
I do
35.
have. I
All right, you
do
got your
have
numbers.
friends that have done Bloody Mary,
Mm-hmm.
and all but one of them had an experience. Whether it be seeing something in the mirror,
Mm-hmm.
shower curtain pulling open, bang on the door and they can't get out. I saw that video. That was a decent one.
Yeah. Guy came out with 6 scratches on his back.
Yeah, like as much as I still to this day think about maybe I should try this. I go, no.
Then there's this one.
No, see, I didn't see that whole video.
So yeah, so this guy goes into a haunted location, and there's a mirror hanging in the living room, and he stands in front of it, summons Bloody Mary, and then they leave the room. They come back, and there's a figure standing in the corner of the room
Okay.
that, I mean, black, long hair, not acknowledging their presence, standing there looking in the mirror. And you hear the guy screaming, and then they go out and find him outside, doubled over, and his eyes are bleeding.
Interesting. That's interesting. I don't
Stop recording.
Nope, we're not going to stop.
I don't know if I would definitely I don't ever think I would do this in a haunted location.
No, I think you're just asking for it.
For me playing Bloody Mary,
I don't
And
think you should you got a portal, dude. I don't think you should go anywhere near that.
me playing Bloody Mary, one, yeah, I got a portal in my house. And two, I feel Bloody Mary is like playing with a Ouija board.
Exactly. I mean, sure it's
all fun and
maybe it
games
tells you
until
the
you let a
future.
demon out.
I wonder.
Yeah, maybe it tells you the future and stuff, but demons do that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they can
And
tell you your future.
they can tell you, oh yeah, I'll tell you what happens, but it's gonna cost you. And I think
Let me
that's
tell you
the
how you're
thing.
gonna die.
I think this is an actual maybe was human at one point, but is no longer human.
Spicy comes up with the chupacabra for sure. Great Mexican urban legend.
That was one that we talked about. That was like our first episode for Scare Network. We talked about the chupacabra.
Chupacabra, and what we talked as the chupacabra as a cryptid, not
Not an urban
necessarily
legend.
urban legend.
And that was interesting, but as a cryptid, though, it didn't get a very high score.
No, it did not get a very good high score. But shit, the chupacabra, the one of the main things why that exists, because the creation of the internet in 1995. This was the first monster on the internet.
Yeah.
Believe.
And Ghost Who says believe in it.
Believe.
I don't know if it's talking about chupacabra or Bloody Mary.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. But there's too many. There were too many videos out there of people, playing Bloody Mary.
Yes.
And they also call it playing with a Ouija board. So I think the two are definite. And I was thinking about this too. This reminds me of a Ouija board, to where
for me,
you're
really
doing
does.
a ritual, you're summoning a non-human entity
through known portals. Mirrors are portals.
Mirrors are portals. Yeah. So you're basically the end. What you're doing, the ritual that you're doing with the candles lighting and saying the name and spinning around and any of that stuff, those are all elements to shut off the left side of your brain and allow the right side of your brain to do. Mine just said table. That's a very odd word, but anyway,
it says I want
to.
No, I don't. You don't want to.
Yeah. To allow the right side of your brain to actually perform this thing. And I think the portal opens and something comes through.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice on what's coming through there.
Yeah. No,
you're opening a door, and whatever's sitting on the other side is what's coming through. And let me just tell you, good things don't wait on the other side of a door to come out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you right. That's why when people are looking for loved ones through the Ouija board and everything.
Wrong.
No,
Wrong.
Your loved one is not sitting there waiting to talk to you.
No, you are not. It doesn't matter what that thing says. It is not your relative.
If your loved one or relative or whatever whoever you're trying to talk to, you want to talk to, that go see a medium. And don't get scammed, but go see a medium. There's real mediums out there that can, and more than likely they're already talking to that person because they're leading you right to that person to go talk to.
Yeah.
But they're not waiting on the other side of a Ouija board. There's nothing good waiting on the other side of the Ouija board. And I feel the same way with Bloody Mary. I don't think, now, mind you, there have been good experiences.
Yes.
Those are very rare, though.
Yeah.
Most of them turn out very bad. And the bad thing about this, these people are playing it in their
I can't
house.
speak.
Not to say that playing it in a haunted location is good, anyways, but playing it in your house, and then they're stuck with this thing inside their house.
Yeah. And it continues to mess with them.
Yes.
Because this is not something you can say goodbye to. You perform the ritual, and you basically have now created a portal in your house.
And the bad thing
Yes.
about this game that people like to play is they don't tell you how to stop it.
No.
They don't tell you how to stop the ritual, reverse the ritual.
No. Yeah. So check this out. This an older brother tried to prove to their younger brother that Bloody Mary does not exist. So he performs the ritual.
Window.
It is a
And
window.
yeah, it is a window. But check this out.
Open, move. See, it's all over. See, that's gonna happen.
Bam. Right behind them.
Bam, on the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nobody else in the house.
No. I'm just. I saw one where the older sister and her younger sister were doing it. And then they hear something, and the little one kind of laughing, but the older one, she's not laughing. She's dead
Yeah.
serious. She's like, wait a minute. No, that what the hell? And then all of a sudden they turn, and the light switch that's 8 feet
The
behind them,
string,
it starts moving.
it starts swaying. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
something
saw that
walked
one.
by it. I was
Yeah.
like, what? No, you're letting things in that you have no idea what you're letting in.
Yeah.
Now, if you're lucky enough to have the ones that'll talk to you, great.
Yeah. More power to you.
You know, I don't think, and I've seen paranormal shows where they do this and they get, the Bloody Mary thing always scared me as a kid.
Possessed.
Yeah, possessed. Yeah. There's just too much, dude. I'm still to me, this is, I don't need more in my life.
No. That's the thing. I deal with this all the time. I'm not going to summon something to make things worse. And if I actually call an entity into my house, my wife's going to kill me. And I'm going to be an entity in my house. There is no fucking way I am going to do that.
First 10 minutes of the show for Spirits of Spirits will be me doing a seance to get Dave on the line.
Yeah, on the line. But so check this one out. So this guy,
Farther.
this guy calls Bloody Mary, and it seems to not work. But when he tries to blow the candle out, he can't.
Okay, I saw a review of this video and I was dying laughing.
Funny, right? This guy's cracking me up. Check this out.
Maybe without the candle. Wow, I tried to blow the candle out and it came back on. Let's try it again. Wow, that's actually spooky. I can't blow the candle out. Now this is getting interesting. This I like. Let's go.
I was going to say, because it's YouTube and shit gets faked on YouTube all the time.
Yep.
That was not a real candle. It's a flicker light and he's turning it on and off until he goes to blow it out and you see the flame come out of the top. And I was like, oh shit, no, that's candle.
Oh, that's candle.
Shit. But my favorite thing is I watched these two guys, two black gentlemen, reviewing this. And the guy was, is that dude black? Black people don't do this.
This is not right.
What do they do? Put down a candle and run. What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God. I was tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard. They ran out of the room reviewing this. But there's a good part of that video, though, where he blows out the candle and it stays out until
Yeah.
he starts saying stuff again. And boom, it pops back on. I went, oh,
Yeah, because I was like, he was talking for a little bit and he set the candle down
yeah.
and it flared back up. Now, if it was a relighting candle or something like that, it would have lit up right away. But it was out for a good 15, 20 seconds and then it lit back up.
And it didn't come back up until he started talking shit to Bloody Mary again.
Yeah.
Or
No.
the entity that came through, I should say.
The entity came through, supposedly, or that claims to be Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
We don't say that one more time.
Feel me.
I can feel you, dog. So let's I've got one more video to show. Check this one out.
Okay. Oh, this one.
Now watch her face
Rope.
in the mirror.
Here's that
She does
ritual.
spin around. She does the spin around. Bloody
Says
Mary,
Bloody Mary every time she faces the mirror.
Right. Now, but look in the mirror and you're going to see this and and it plays again. So watch her face. Bam. Okay. Now watch on the tile to the left.
Oh.
So not only
like
I
there's
just
shadow
I saw a
movement there.
shadow. I saw a shadow on the tile.
So there's shadow movement there.
Yeah. And I was
Interesting.
like, wait a minute, that was something that they did not spot. And I was like, dude, I see a shadow figure on the side of that.
Mine just said table.
Yeah, what's up with that?
We're putting this on the table, Dave.
We're putting this,
we talking about it.
we're putting this on the line.
We're putting this on the line.
Harm.
And now mine says harm.
Bribed.
Mine just
I
said
don't
bride.
think- I honestly think because I started watching videos and digging into the research and everything, and my ghost tube was talking about everything it can to tell me to quit researching this. Because that's what I do. I turn the ghost tube on while I do my research.
I don't, but that totally makes sense.
You know, it's like, yeah, let's see what I got. You know, dude,
Yes.
go to Scare Network Television.
Our network TV. And
That
yes,
is
we
the
definitely talk about the
exclusive-
Wendigo.
That was an exclusive for Scare Network. Oh, that was so good. Still number one on our cryptid list by 1 point. Yeah, yeah.
No.
No, no, that's
Back
right.
off.
Back off.
Back off. Yeah,
I'm
back
telling
off there, buddy.
It doesn't want us talking about this ritual.
No,
I don't
when-
even know. I don't think I want to call it Bloody Mary anymore. I think I'm just going to call it this ritual.
It's yeah, it's an entity. I no, but Wendigo is number 3
It dropped a
on our
3.
list. So yeah, Bigfoot, La Llorona, and then the Wendigo.
And then Wendigo. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendigo is a great talk though.
Wendigo was my favorite. When we did the research, I was like, dude, I fucking love this thing.
I finally finished watching Antlers, and I watched it with my love. Oh,
Oh yeah. Dude, that movie rocks, man. I love that movie.
good movie. But that's basically the Wendigo being born. That was so good.
Mhm.
Hurting. I'm telling you, it does not like talking about this ritual.
No.
This, and don't get me wrong, I have come this close to playing this game. I've said the name twice in the mirror. And then
And
I
you're like,
felt,
no, I better not.
I just felt it, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
nope. Blew out candles, turned the light, walked out the bathroom. Was like, nope, not doing it.
Nope, I am
Not
not going
doing
to say Beetlejuice again. It's not going to happen.
it.
Uh, but yeah, I think the closest I came is actually thinking about it today. Because I was like, that would be a cool ending for the end of the show to actually do the ritual on live
Brother.
in the dark.
I thought about doing it for the show too.
Yeah.
I really did. And I was
And
like,
then
why?
I had this voice in the back of my head go, "What are you, stupid?"
No, I'm sitting there doing the fucking research. I'm like, it'd be a good idea. Let's fucking do this during the show. Let's fucking just grab the
Right.
phone and
Yeah, I got
live up
candles. I got candles. I'll put the cat balls up. I
Yeah.
got in the cat balls again. I get the dowsing rods.
yeah,
I've
I
got
get
a
the spirit box going with the
I've
REM
got a
pod.
mirror in the hallway, and the hallway can be super dark. And I'll
Yeah.
perform it out in the hallway.
I even thought about doing it in the mirror in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Really bad ideas were going through my head.
Yes. You've got a mirror right next to your portal. If I
Yes.
remember right.
Lower your voice.
Sorry. You have
Sorry.
a mirror right next to your portal.
Yes, I do. But I really thought about it, and then like
So it's
everything
trying
that
to
was
get me to be
coming
quiet.
through, everything I'm doing the research and everything that's coming through. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm doing this.
No.
There's no way. This thing keeps telling me to stop. It's telling me to back off. It's telling me
Are you scared?
quit looking.
Are you scared?
Are you scared? You asked me that earlier, and I said no. I'm not scared. I'm just not stupid.
Yeah. There's like,
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. Am I going to jump out of an airplane? No.
Well, if I got a parachute on, yeah.
If that plane's gonna crash and I have a parachute, yeah, I will jump out of the plane. Otherwise, no. I am
I've done skydiving. It's fun.
no. It's not fun. That does not sound fun. I told my dad because my dad wants to do it.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, if you want to do it, if you do it, I will go with you.
I didn't say I was going on a plane and jumping out, but I will go. I
will go with you, and then I will land with the plane.
Who is he?
I'll drive you right up to that hangar.
I'll take you right to the plane. There you go, Dad. Have a good trip. I will see you when you land. But no, I told him I would jump too. But otherwise, I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. That's not no. My dad says, "Are you afraid of heights?" And I says, "No, I'm not afraid of heights. It's a sudden stop at the bottom when I fall that I have a problem with."
And
How are
it's
you?
kind of funny. The scariest moment of skydiving is the moment before you jump out of the plane.
It's right before you jump. Yeah.
When you're falling, there's no fear.
How?
Yeah. I have a question. And he asked my question for me.
Literally, like you have like I've gone over 350 times. Skydiving is fucking amazing.
You're
Bungee
fucking
jumping
crazy.
is good too. I love bungee jumping too. Skydiving is some white people shit. Yes,
I love flying, do it all the time, but jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, hell no. See,
No.
Spicy knows.
when you
skydiving is some white people shit.
you the scariest part is walking up to that door and jumping. That is literally the scariest part. Once you are in the air, for some reason, all that fear disappears. Which is really weird because now you're at the most dangerous point, right?
Well, you know why? Because
now there's nothing you can do but hope that opens.
Yeah, you have no choice. You have no control over anything that happens from that point on.
Are you okay?
Okay.
So,
but when you're in that plane, you're making that choice.
Yeah, you have to make that decision.
Your life in danger. Would rather swim with sharks.
That's on my bucket list. I do want to go
swimming with sharks.
I do want to go swimming with sharks.
We've done that.
What made me do it the first time? Just adrenaline junkie, especially when I was a kid, I just love doing crazy shit. And crazy funny thing is though, the first time I went was in Lodi, California. I think that place is shut down now.
Yeah,
But
because too many people died from jumping out of a fucking
actually,
plane.
well, yes and no. But the first time I went, we watched someone hit.
Oh shit. Mm-mm. No.
I still went up on the plane and jumped out. I just went, who packed his chute?
Yeah, I want the one that was packed by the other guy.
Because the guy lived and got up and was mad. He got up mad as hell, and the first things that came out of his mouth was,
How are you?
I shoot. And I looked at my skydiving instructor, who I was about to be strapped onto, and I
What
went,
is your name?
who packed our chute?
Who packed our chute? Be
Uh,
mad too.
Yeah. But the reason why it closed down is the owner went skydiving. Actually, multiple people went skydiving. I know we're off subject, but we do that here. Multiple people went skydiving, and they all jumped out. Well, and they all have thousands of jumps under their belt this time, right? They're all professional skydivers. Well, one of the ladies that jumped, her chute did not open. The owner of the business decided, shit, I'm gonna go save her. So he arms in, flying right at her. He's not gonna let her hit. She cuts her freaking primary and pulls her secondary right when he got there. He hit a brick wall going 400 miles an hour. They both died on impact, and they closed the place down.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nasty one.
So yeah, I'm not jumping out of a fucking plane, bro. That's
Yeah,
not
dude,
happening.
it ripped her in half and it decapitated him.
Yeah, you're not making it any better.
But I'd still go again.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the one thing I do recommend for anybody that does go skydiving for the first time, because if you pass the course with high enough numbers, they do give you the option of jumping solo. I do not recommend anybody jumping solo for the first time because you do not know how you're going to react when you're falling 3,000 feet in the sky or 20,000 feet in the sky, or depending on how high up you go. Bullish, yes. So until you know how you're going to react, go tandem, take that first jump tandem, let you know how your body's going to react. You know, they make a cool video anyways. The video I had done, I played the Megadeth's High Speed Dirt, and they all laughed at me because they asked, what is this song about? It says about a guy plummeting to his death. They all laughed at me, but it's fun, bro. I recommend everybody to do it at least one time in their life. It is the experience is you can't ever have that experience again, especially the first time you do it. It is freaking amazing. But I will never play Bloody Mary. This to me is probably one of the most dangerous things you can do. There's definitely nothing like it. I'll give you that. Don't do it alone the first time. Yeah, never. No. Take the tandem. God.
God.
Oh, I haven't heard it say that. Just God.
Just God. Mine did last week.
Julie.
And mine just said Julie. So you get God, I get Julie.
I think I'm winning.
I think you win, bro. If this is a challenge coin, you win.
I think
free drinks for you, bro.
Bloody Mary is just a dangerous.
Yeah,
you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're getting into.
This is a nasty. I mean, yeah, you might. You might get a positive experience out of it, but I still think it's going to come at a cost. And for the most part, though, people have negative. I mean, I had one video Fortunately, for some reason, I don't have, which I thought I got it, but I had one video where they summoned Bloody Mary, and then they're like, "Oh well, it didn't work," and it's 3 girls, and they're talking and they're doing their little chit chat, and behind them, you can see one of the candles just sliding across the counter.
Yes. That was a
Sad.
good one. Like, the dad is the one videotaping it.
Yeah,
Now, at the beginning of the video, they show the girls lift up each candle.
yeah,
So and you could see the bottom and the reflection and everything. They light
yeah.
them.
They pull it off the counter, they light
There's
it. There's no cutaways.
string,
There's no nothing.
no magnets.
Yeah,
Yet they're talking to their dad about how it's a disappointment that nothing happened, and they don't catch it. That the last fucking candle just starts sliding across
Be
the
careful.
counter.
yeah,
Be careful again. I'm telling
yeah.
you.
And the dad's like, "I'm gonna try to keep a straight face here and not.
I
I'm
guess,
about to shit my pants. Turtle poked its head out. I'm cutting it off, and it's just focusing on the girls. And I'm like, dude, I'd have been like, fuck that, I'm out.
That's your demon.
Well,
Close the
that's
door
yours.
right
You guys
behind
get
me.
one.
I got my own. There are some really crazy videos out there with people doing Bloody Mary,
School.
doing this ritual.
Please listen.
Please listen. We're listening.
But they're doing it to make these videos. And I think it's dangerous.
I think they're asking for it. I think they're messing with stuff that they have no business messing with.
No,
Doom.
they saw
Doom.
something on YouTube.
Doom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doomed.
they
saw
showed,
something on YouTube, or they
and they
saw it in
see-
a movie, or and they're like, let's do it.
Paranormal Activity 3.
Closer.
Does the whole Bloody Mary thing.
Yeah.
And
Look what happened to them girls.
yeah.
One got
But
possessed by a demon, the other one got their fucking neck broke. I mean,
this is like this is absolutely this is my favorite urban legend. I think this is an absolute real entity, but I do not think it's any of these Marys. I don't think it's the Queen. I don't think it's Elizabeth Bathory. I don't think it's Mary Worth. It may have started that way, but I think it's evolved into a
It's not for
portal
you.
to another realm that summons a non-human entity that just fucks with you. May give you something out of the deal, but I think you're going to pay for it. And it's just, you're basically drawing a spirit into your house.
yeah,
Speak.
absolutely. I think don't say find me. That's how tag started. Hide and seek started last time.
Yeah.
Jared,
Go back to Subway.
blessed.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think this one is for sure something more than just urban legend.
Yeah, I'd say more than legend here. And I think you're playing with fire. I think
Heart
this is-
attack.
it's warm. You're playing with fire. It's warm.
It's warm.
Good call, Ghost. Good call.
Nice. Way to good. Yeah. Good recovery.
I don't need. I don't know how much I can say. Don't do this.
Father.
That dude ended up wrecking his truck, dude.
Tiffany.
Yeah. End up crashing.
I would just like I would
Yeah,
say
this
don't
is-
play with the Ouija board, and I see paranormal investigators all the time messing with Ouija boards.
using them with the damn Ouija board. And you are not. And I loved what you said, bro, that nothing good is waiting on the other end of that.
No.
A good spirit will just come and communicate with you.
Yeah.
If it needs to
Do
talk
not.
to you.
Yeah. Do not.
If do not, but on a Ouija board, no, there's definitely something wrong on the other side of that, just waiting for somebody stupid to try to contact, try to open that door.
I was stupid. Really stupid.
Yeah. I did it too once. And then I was like, nope.
You know what? I just had an epiphany. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have Top Hat, I'd be in a whole lot worse place right now with what happened with that Ouija board.
Natalie.
And Natalie. I
Natalie would have been in the worst place too.
Natalie would have been in a worse place too. That I don't ever and
Oh.
Josh brought a Ouija board one night on the show.
Yes, I know. I wasn't on that show. I was originally planning to come on to the show and bring my tarot deck and have my tarot with the Ouija board and see what kind of responses we would get.
I want to know how you get an EMF off a Ouija board.
Right?
We got it. We watched that thing move, the planchette move, without no one touching it.
Board.
It is a board.
I also smudged my house the day after.
Yeah, see? Not good, bro. Not good.
Yeah, I smudged the house the very next day. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. I smudged my house the other day. Finally got, all right, I got to stop this. There's too much. There's too much going on. Like people were starting to be afraid to come over to the house, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I smudged the house. You wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you'd be surprised on how much weight got lifted off of everybody in the house.
Not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, my love was like, "Oh my god, it feels so different." I was like, "Yeah." I had to get rid of all of that.
Yeah.
What I am surprised though is how much activity I'm still getting, but not negatively.
Not negative. Yeah. Well, that's what the sage does.
Well, it depends on how you're
It
smudging.
depends on how you use it.
Depends on your prayer and what you're
Yeah.
saying during the smudge.
Uh,
Like I don't have a problem with living with spirits.
No.
I do ask the negative to leave.
Yeah.
But I do not have a problem with
False.
the good to stay. No, that's not false. I did ask the negative to leave and the good to stay.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife, on the other hand, no spirits are allowed in this house. Period. Good, bad, doesn't matter. Because when we bought a car that had a shadow figure attached to it.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
And I didn't realize it until we brought it home. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then of course we had the intelligent spirit that was attached to the dog that we got.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Amazing evidence that we got, personal experiences and stuff. Except when Amanda got touched, she wasn't very happy about that.
Most people are not happy
Most people are not happy about that.
about being touched. I mean, I get denozoed live on show, and
Lower.
Yeah, you get.
I'll never forget that, bro.
Me neither. You're like, what the fuck?
I was like, what? The hell? I got smacked in the back of my head.
I
Smacked in the
can't
back of my
see.
head. And then I got burned. I still have a mark
Dude,
from the
has
burn
that
on the back of my
healed
leg.
or
I mean, it's
actually
mostly
healing?
healed. It's mostly healed, but it still itches.
Damn. That was our first episode back, huh?
Yeah. That was the tournament.
Yeah. It's like, I remember you.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
that was the our first episode back after break.
yeah.
That's crazy. When you told me, not gonna lie, when you told me, I was like, I probably got bit by something, right? Because you had to go outside and deal with the flying away umbrella.
Yeah.
It's like I probably got bit by a bug while I was out there. You know, you live pretty much in the mountains. It happens. And then
Heart
you
attack.
sent me the picture. I'm like, nope, that's a burn. That's a cigar burn.
Right? That was crazy.
That
I mean,
is a cigar burn. But yeah, after I started having the dreams and everything and things like that, I really did have to smudge the house.
yeah. So I don't know if you can see it, but
I'm seeing white ass leg.
white ass leg, which is me.
Turn
Kind
it.
of see it. See that?
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You still got you probably gonna end up with a scar there, bro.
Yeah. That was 4 weeks after it happened.
Yeah, dude,
I still have those blisters, but the mark itself is gone.
yeah, we came back in August. We're in October.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Like the indentation on it and everything. That's
Yeah, that was originally when it happened.
yeah.
And dude, that was crazy, bro.
Yeah. I have woken up with scratches. And I asked my love, what did you do to me? And she's all, nothing.
Did we have sex and I wasn't around?
Purgatory.
Like, I know I was tired, but I'm pretty sure I remember stuff like that.
I'm not sticky, so I don't think
I'm not peeing like I just had sex.
yeah. I'm not getting that sensation when I peed. But
I mean,
that was weird. I've never had burn marks on me
and the crazy
from a spirit. I've been burned.
Oh yes,
I've been burned by a human being,
and we've talked about that too when you messaged me.
Yeah,
about the possibilities of what that could be.
Yeah,
because the location we're talking about, and also part of what happened to you in your past.
Yeah.
So I'm still interested. I'm still interested of why. I also think it had to do with the location, considering when it happened.
Yeah.
Prison.
It wasn't prison. It wasn't a prison.
It wasn't a prison.
You want to know? You want to talk about a hard job being who I am? Working in a fucking prison, bro.
It was Sally House, wasn't it?
It was a Sally House. It was the Sally House.
Yeah.
Working in a prison was really hard. More emotionally for it's nothing like being followed from the moment you get in the gate. And sometimes walking back out to your car and going, no, you have to stay here. You're not allowed to come with me.
No, you can't come home. I told you, man, all prisons are haunted, bro. all prisons, all hospitals, and all antique shops. Those are my three worst. And
Yeah. You know what? Season 4. I've been thinking about season 4 a lot lately because we're coming up towards the end of our season.
yeah, me too.
Haunted objects, bro. You brought up antiques. Haunted objects.
Yeah.
And what the other thing we said? We had a
We
couple
talked.
different things.
Yeah, we talked about, and I know I've kind of, I don't know if we talked about it or did we message each other about it?
Yeah,
'Cause
because our discussion was literally on Messenger.
Yeah, I thought it was like, because you were talking, I think you were talking about like we do like full on alien stuff, like we were talking
Yeah.
extraterrestrials and things.
Yeah, I think we need to get a little bit more into the alien discussion, especially with what's happening.
Yeah.
And I know we wanted to do the haunted objects.
Mm-hmm.
There was something else that we were talking about doing on our off location episodes.
Yeah, now I got to go back and look it up.
It was a while back too, damn it.
Yeah, with all the trick or treat stuff that we're doing.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Find me.
October 27th episode again will be our Halloween episode. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be really fun. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to see what videos you pull.
Yeah,
'Cause
no, yeah,
we sent quite a few.
yeah. So yeah, because I was like 4, and it was national, international, object, and alien.
Yeah. National, international, object, and alien. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was it, huh?
Yeah, the Messenger has a search option, so I just put season 4 and it went.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, season 4 is gonna be. I'm looking forward to season 4. I'm looking forward to finishing off season 3.
Yeah.
'Cause there's some great content that we're gonna be talking about coming up. I mean, we still got what next week we got the Mongolian deathworm.
Yep.
And on Scare Network, we're talking the Yeti. Although you put that backwards on YouTube.
Did I?
Yep.
Probably because I have it written backwards on my notebook. So stop it.
And then after that, we have our trick or treat episode. And then after that, we're going to be going to France.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Notre Dame on the live. And then
Yep.
we're going to talk about the catacombs for Scare Network, which you have that backwards too. And then from there, we still have to discuss the remainder of November and all of December.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which one we were going to do on that one for catacombs, but I think I just messed those up.
Yeah, I have them starred of what we decided to do for Scare Network. And Catacombs was the Scare Network one.
Yes.
And Notre Dame was you might have put Catacombs because we weren't sure if we were gonna do Eiffel Tower or Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But
I know that Yeti was switched. Because I had the left column was Scare Network, the right column was
the live
for the live stream, and I had Yeti written in the live stream column, even though I wrote SN next to it. So I know I messed that one up.
Cohen's like, oh, he does have a schedule. Oh, those are the wrong ones. but you have them. You have the episodes wrong because of the 2 special episodes this month.
Yeah. I
So
did not. I did not know. I did not do because I wasn't sure about Friday the 13th.
yeah,
So
Don't leave me.
we
we're
were
not.
we were kind of back and forth on what we wanted to do tonight.
Yeah.
We start with karma. I even throw out conspiracy theories because there's some cool conspiracy theories out there, like
Yeah.
freaking Denver International Airport is the gateway to hell, or the headquarters for the Illuminati.
Yeah. And I think that's definitely something we need to talk about.
But yeah, so we weren't sure exactly what we were going to be talking about tonight until Monday. I think it was Monday.
Yeah.
I think it was Monday.
Because we were all on the karma kick until I was like, hey, let's do urban legends.
You're like, let's do Urban Legends. I was like, that's a really good one. That's a good Friday the 13th. Because we even talked about doing
Haunted.
Doing haunted.
Yeah, doing haunted. No, that's for Halloween that we thought about possibly doing all the Halloween monsters, all the baddies,
Right.
Scoremass cryptids, but we decided to do a little trick or treat, which you'll understand why we call it that when that episode comes out on the 27th.
Yep.
Dude, what do you think is the most? So, do you agree? For me, the most scariest urban legend is Bloody Mary.
Oh heck yeah.
Is there
Heck yeah.
one that comes close to that? I don't think so. When it comes to urban legends.
As far as the scariest, I don't think so. I can't think of one. Bloody Mary kind of takes the taco for me
Yeah.
as like
I would literally tell people, don't do this ritual. Don't
yeah.
do it. Don't do it at all.
Float.
Yeah, we all float down here.
Uh-huh. You'll float too.
You'll float too. So again,
My daughter walks by and goes,
I
no.
want to come.
so Hookman, definitely urban legend. Lady in White, more than a legend.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Stay away from that ritual because you are going to get more than you bargained for.
I think it gets proven over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of ran out of stuff to say. I don't know what else to say about urban legends. I mean, there are some really good ones out there. I think there'll be more to come. I think as urban legends are born, there'll be more stuff to talk
Urban
about
legends,
this.
you know? Yeah.
I don't think Bigfoot's an urban legend.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish off with the 999 myth. And this urban legend states that if you dial 999 and then promptly hang up, it'll charge your phone battery.
No, it won't.
I'm not sure.
See, I'm not sure either. I don't think so. But that's what the urban legend says.
No.
Yeah.
No way. No. Should I? Let me. Oh, I can't. My phone's already charged.
Your phone's already charged. My phone's at 86%.
I guess that's not a bad thing. You get a free charge on the phone. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. That's different. I'll have to try that one day. 999 when it picks up, hang up.
No, it says, yeah, it just basically says, dial 999, then promptly hang up. And then it charges your phone battery.
Screen.
My daughter's just said, she's just shaking her head and pointing her finger at me.
Hey, ask her what her phone charge is.
Hey, where's your phone at right now?
What'd you say?
She says
Follow
so
you.
much no.
So we just want you to dial 999 and then hang up.
Just dial 999
Come on, 999 is the
after
angel number.
midnight.
Nothing bad.
999 9999, and then make a wish, and it'll come true. So yeah,
Is it an
and then there's
emergency
the
telephone
urban
number?
legend of the 27 Club.
The 27 Club?
Yeah,
Hold on. I didn't see this one.
and this is the one where musicians and artists die at the age of 27.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, Brandon Lee, Amy Winehouse.
Yep. Brian
Um,
Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin.
Yeah. Also not listed, Michael Hutchins, the lead singer of NSYNC. He died
Yep.
at 27. And then Brandon Lee was not listed, but after he did The Crow, he was 27, passed away. He was killed on set. So
Brian Jones,
that's an
Jimi
interesting one.
Hendrix.
And in my family, in my wife's family, the curse is 57, where a lot of family members on my wife's side have died at the age of 57.
Wow. Charles Cross. Wow. There's a lot of people have died. Huh.
There's a ton of these, man. It's just crazy.
There's some.
Wow.
Oh, that's a crazy one.
Oh, that's interesting. Because remember what was the location? I mean, there's a few locations, but there was a location that, it was the Bell Witch Cave. If you take a rock from the
Yeah.
Bell Witch Cave, shit'll happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And there are other locations that have this
Yeah.
happen. And the one that was just reading about was the Escalante Petrified Forest.
Yes, in Utah.
Where if you take a piece of petrified wood from that park,
Yeah.
you will have bad luck, lose your job, sickness, and accidents.
Yep. Yeah. Don't take shit out of the petrified forest in Utah.
No.
Mormons get mad.
And don't take shit out of the Bell Witch Cave.
Don't take shit out of the Bell Witch Caves. The natives get mad.
Yeah.
And my dog is growling in the kitchen.
All right. Looks like it's time to go.
Yeah, I think it's that time.
So
Well, folks,
my daughter's giving me strange looks. It's hilarious. But yeah. Oh, good show. This was
good
fun.
show. Yeah. And yeah, we'll be back next week on the 20th for the Mongolian death worm.
The Mongolian death worm. That's going to be a lot of fun.
And folks, Scare Network TV is now officially back up and running.
Yes.
They just launched
Come here.
brand new show
Week.
tonight. I can't wait to watch it. Probably gonna watch it before when I get off of here. Got my favorite people on there. It's got Eric Connor, got Sean Austin. I think it has Shane Pittman in it. I mean, it's if it's the one I'm thinking of that they've been doing during their off time. But yeah, they are back up and running now.
Maybe
The
we should go
difference
watch it.
is the big difference here with Scare Network TV. If I'm looking at this correctly on their new stuff, it is completely free now with ads. You can pay for the premium and have it ad free, but now you can go watch us on Scare Network TV and not have to pay a dime. You just have some commercials during our show. So please head over to scarenetwork.tv, subscribe to
What
it.
should I do?
I'm not even gonna tell you to pay the $4.99 a month for the premium service to where you don't have to watch ads. Go watch their stuff, man. They are freaking amazing. Billy Lewis is an amazing dude. Paranormal, true crime, monsters, classic movies. I mean, they got everything you want. Paranormal, horror wise out there, completely free for you. Go check them out. And of course, we want to thank Scare Network for allowing us to be part of that. Because we love those guys. And everybody should go watch it. Everybody should go watch their stuff. I'm telling you, it's good.
Father.
You'll fall in love with it the way me and Dave did.
Yep.
And you fall in love with the people from there, just like me and Dave did. And of course, we want to thank Spotify for podcasters. That's why you get to hear our beautiful voice everywhere in your favorite places like Google Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and of course, Spotify. They are a great way to start your podcasting experience. Whether you're a new podcaster, old podcaster, veteran podcaster, that is they do everything completely free for you. They put it out there completely free for you.
Frightened.
They as you grow your fan base, they help you out with sponsorships and try to make you a little bit of monetary gain there. So go check out Spotify for podcasters, whether you're brand new or even just a veteran. And of course, we want to thank StreamYard. StreamYard is why you get to see our beautiful faces everywhere, like on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Without StreamYard, we wouldn't be able to be on all those locations at the same time. And again, that YouTube channel is at Spirits of Spirits. Facebook is Spirits of Spirits JD. And of course, Twitter is Spirits with Spirt, which is SPRT. So check us out in any of those. And if you guys don't catch us live here, you can always catch the replay anywhere. And now my meter's going off. You can catch our replay anywhere on any one of those, preferably YouTube. Or if you don't have time to watch, you always got time to listen. You can check us out on any of those favorite places that you like to listen to your podcast. If you go listen to Joe Rogan for 4 hours, you can listen to us for an hour. So that's what I'm just saying.
or 2.5 as this show ended up.
Yeah. Well, this is a special episode.
Special episode is Friday the 13th.
That's right.
So yeah, this has been great. I really enjoyed talking about these urban legends.
Yes.
And we've got Mongolian Death Worm next week, and then we've got our Halloween Spectacular where we're gonna play trick or treat.
Yes.
That's gonna be a blast. I'm really looking forward to that.
I am too. We've shared so many videos with each other. I can't wait to see which ones. Dave's got the choice here. Dave gets final decision on which ones we're gonna be looking at. So I'm excited and I can't wait to see which ones pop up and go, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm going back to the first ones that we started linking and then just putting them in the video, and then I'm separating them by cryptid and haunted location, and then we'll Yeah, we'll just go back and forth and grab stuff at random, and yeah, you're getting hits on your REM pod.
After my dog growled in the kitchen. This is great, Dave.
Don't. Mine just said don't.
But I think me and the ghosts are gonna go play. I hope everybody has a great Friday the 13th or had a great Friday the 13th. Hopefully
Do you
turned out
want to
well
go
for
on
you.
Instagram tonight? Or
Yeah. I mean, we gotta download this and get this going anyway, so might as well get on there. I'm gonna turn you off because you're creeping me out.
you're giving me a so immediately following this, we are going live on Instagram. So if you guys want to jump on with us, we're gonna do a post game wrap up, talk about Urban
Demons.
Legends a little bit, what we've got coming up next. As that's creepy as hell, bro.
Okay, yeah. Join us on Instagram. Maybe
right.
I'll be alive. Maybe I won't be.
Maybe we'll see. But yeah, until then, this is John and Dave signing off from
Yeah.
Spirits to Spirits. We wanted to say,
Thank you.
we taking tequila shots on Instagram. oh, I do have a bottle of tequila, so that might happen.
Oh,
We stopped doing the
How did you get
the
here?
drinking game. I moved here, but we were doing that drinking game to where we pick a word, and if that word was said, we take a shot. And
Surprisingly,
after we got drunk a couple of times,
surprisingly, we haven't been called asshole in a while.
now we haven't. And that only comes from yours, bro.
Oh shit.
If I do pay for the full version of this, I am not putting that word in here. It's not happening.
I got all kinds of nice words in mine.
Yeah.
But it only chooses asshole for some reason.
It only chooses asshole. So us two assholes are gonna make like horse shit and hit the trail.
Damn straight.
Thanks, you guys, for sticking with us. We'll be back next Friday for the Mongolian Death Worm. Until then, Spirits of Spirits saying, take care, be safe, and scare you later.
Scare you later.
Spirits.